I'm using this as an opportunity to plug my new book, Growing Plant Medicine. We're here with another of the cucurbits, the gourd family, and this is the squirting cucumber, which is really a lot of fun. It's also a medicinal herb. The Latin is Ecballium elaterium, and the use is as a laxative, a strong laxative. It contains this compound known as elaterin, which is a strong purgative. So Growing Plant Medicine is really kind of a tome, and it covers a lot of these medicinal herbs. It has a chapter on the Cucurbitaceae, the gourd family. And so you see here the photo is, or the drawing is, of squirting cucumber, and shows the cucumber in the act of squirting and issuing its seeds in this long ejaculation. It's very difficult to get a picture of this, a single picture of it. So hopefully in this video we'll be able to disturb one of the fruits enough so that we get a picture of the seeds actually squirting out of the fruit. And this is known as elastic energy, the same as like when you blow up a balloon and let it go and it flies all over the room. That's elastic energy, because as the elastic reduces in volume, then it expulses something, in this case air, or in this case here seeds and the elaterin, which is the medicinal part. Then I've tried to really cover a lot with these monographs in the book, and it's extensive. It has hundreds of herbs in it, but I've also tried to like put in a little bit of poetry and that sort of thing, just to kind of lighten things up a little bit. And so that's in the italics at the beginning, underneath the common and the Latin name. You'll see maybe a story or a poem. So the poem for squirting cucumber is: the squirting cucumber, friend of ant and bee, suffers not its seeds to slumber, ejects them by way of elastic energy. A French doctor at Jardin des Plantes stored the stuff in the band of his hat, dared not stop for a croissant, had to hurry to la toilette. So here we are at the plant, and I thought I would demonstrate how to collect the seeds. See, it's late in the season, so the plant is not really at its best. All these stubs here are actually fruits that have already flown off, and when they do, they expunge their seeds. Here's a seed right here resting on a partially desiccated leaf, and so the seeds will really end up anywhere. And in terms of natural farming techniques, you watch what happens to the seeds in nature, and then you mimic that to cultivate the plant in domestic culture. So what happens here is the seeds end up, see, there are some right there, actually there's one right there. They end up on the gravel, and then they gravitate down through the gravel and they end up on the mineral soil. They germinate there, and then they send up seedling through the gravel again. So that would be a good way to grow them. Another point about this is that the plant needs intense drainage. It exists in nature around the shores of the Mediterranean, where there are calcareous soils and well-drained soils, and also that it is a indeterminate vine. That is, the plant just continues to grow and continues to establish itself. It never stops until it's stopped by frost. At that point, it senesces back down to the crown. People tell me all the time, oh, my squirting cucumber died, or my echinacea plant died. They don't die. This is natural for them in the fall to senesce back down to the crown. They're just going to sleep. Don't say that they're dead. That's really bad karma for you. So, and it's wrong. So it will reawaken in the spring. It makes male and female flowers on the same plant. So separate male and female flowers, but on the same plant. And so these fruits then are going to be at the site where there was a female flower, and I'm going to start to like mess with this a little bit and see what. And this one looks a little salty, so it must be close to getting ready to ejaculate. And there it went. Ah, that was really satisfactory. Did you catch it?
I think so.
Awesome. Okay, so what else can we say? Well, we're here in the environment. The way to collect the elaterin is to use a piece of cloth and to actually train the expulsion of the seeds and the elaterin onto the cloth. Then you pick off the seeds, you dry the cloth in the sun, and then rub it like this, and the flakes of elaterin come off. A little dab will do you. So here we are. There are a couple more fruits over here, and we can demonstrate the way to harvest the elaterin. First of all, when you open this up, keep it pointed towards the cloth, because when it goes, there's no stopping it. So those seeds are a little bit immature, but there's the elaterin right there. And here's another one. Oh. Okay. So that's the way you produce elaterin. You're going to let this dry in the sun and then flex it, and those flakes will come off of there, and that is the medicinal aspect. In the fast draining area, we can grow a few other plants that are pretty showy. Here's a belladonna. That's Atropa belladonna. And there's the berry there that you can see your own karma in that berry if you gaze at it long enough. Then another related plant in the Solanaceae, this is Mandragora turcomonica. And this is an example of how we create environment for specific medicinal plants. These have a very long tap root, so we've built a deep flat here, and these were planted as seedlings last year, and this one is another year older, and it's actually in flower right now. Zach, if you move around this way, you can probably get a close-up of the flower, which is just epic. So all of this is just to inspire you to diversify your cultivation of medicinal herbs, learn some things that you haven't learned before, see some plants that are new, find out how they act, what you can do for them, and what they'll do for you in return. Growing Plant Medicine is available on Amazon. It's available at the Strictly Medicinal Seeds website, www.strictlymedicinalseeds.com, and it's also available at herbalreads.com. Shipping from Herbal Reads and from the website at Strictly Medicinal Seeds is free. Shipping from Amazon costs. So please keep it close to home and tie into Strictly Medicinal Seeds or Herbal Reads and get yourself a copy. I'll sign it for you. Thanks.